Hi, One Best BR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing a handful of bowls from the middle section of bowl games right now with Jeff from BMOCmoves.com, a guy, brand new guest this year covering college football with us, giving us a lot of insightful analysis and, of course, also winning picks. And the Birmingham Bowl is the next bowl that we're going to cover, Auburn-Memphis. Now, Auburn, oh my God. I mean, this team, in the beginning of the year, there were people actually talking about them as a possible contender for the college football playoffs, and they just, asked the bed.
Peter?
Yes.
I actually want to point out, I was one of them. I thought this team would be really good this year, actually. And I was, I think one of my podcasts, I actually said I thought Auburn was a top 4 contender. So I will burn me at the stake for that one.
All right, well, as long as you admitted that, so will I, because and not that, because I do a lot of college previews at the beginning of the season, and someone asked me, I did a radio show, and usually my futures analysis is not too embarrassing, but this one, he was like, which of these teams do you think might be undervalued in terms of futures odds to make the college football playoffs? And Auburn was one of the teams that I identified.
Yeah, I had Clemson too, and I had some other good futures, but yeah, I thought this team would be a lot better. I mean, they definitely, I don't know where to begin. Obviously, you'll give your breakdown, but I have a lot to say on this team. So
couldn't have been more wrong, both of us. Auburn 3-9 against the spread on the year, and just stunk it up week in and week out. And then sometimes, like when they played Idaho, they had a big game, but against any kind of resistance, they absolutely fell flat. 3-9 against the spread. And then Memphis was a decent team. The markets were onto them, so they were kind of 50-50-ish ATS, but quite an excellent team. Paxton Lynch, of course, is probably going to be an NFL quarterback, so there's a lot to recommend Memphis. They're an underdog here, plus 2.5 or 3. I don't know. It's a little bit head-scratching the line here. Do you like Memphis here at plus 3?
I love Memphis. This is absolutely ridiculous, this line. You look at Auburn, okay, and I don't know if we have enough time for me to really break down what I want to say, but the first thing I'll say is this team was a 43-point favorite to Jacksonville State and had to save face in overtime and win the game at home. I mean, I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not just going to hang it on one game, but this team, I mean, let's really peel back the onion and look at them. They're not very good. I mean, that quarterback play's been a real problem. Sean White, the guy that they've had all year, he's probably not going to play, and they got to go to Jeremy Johnson, who I, for one, thought would have a great year. This kid hasn't thrown for more than 200 yards in any he did it just once this year. I'll give him that. He threw 7 interceptions in 9 games and was benched. So that goes to show you how good he is. Run game was a problem, and defensively, they were atrocious. Now, by the way, Will Muschamp's not going to be there for this game. He bolted for South Carolina. So you look at the defense. I mean, they gave up 11 yards per completion. And by the way, continue. They're at home in this game. A lot of people are going to point out there in Birmingham, there's going to be a pro-Auburn crowd. They lost 4 true home games this year.
Sure.
You look at Memphis on the other side, they already beat Ole Miss. They're no stranger to winning in the non-conference, 10-3 over the last 13 non-conference games. Paxton Lynch isn't probably, he will be an NFL quarterback. 28 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. He's going to carve up Auburn defensively. I just don't get this line. Auburn is solely a favorite. I think personally, because of the name they have, I just think they're a shitty football team. I'll come out and say it. I was dead wrong on this team. I was dead right on a lot of things. I thought Kansas would be atrocious, and they were. I thought Clemson would be good, and they were. This one I was dead wrong on, and I'll be the first one to say it. They should not be in a bowl game, in my opinion. Memphis wins this game. They win it going away. Give me Memphis on the money line. I don't even want the 3 points. Give me Memphis. They're going to be hyped for this game. Give me Memphis.
All right. The line didn't quite make sense to me when it opened. There were a couple of other opinions that I heard expressing the same sentiment. Maybe there's no further analysis that needs to be done. No overthinking ourselves here. Maybe we just have big value here at Memphis. Currently plus 3 is one of the market numbers, and that is Jeff from BMOCmoves.com's recommended pick. Yeah, Jeff?
All year, I made it clear, in college football, don't overthink things.
Right.
If a team's a 40-point favorite, they're a 40-point favorite for a reason. Lay the number. This is not brain surgery we're doing here. Sometimes you just have to go with the best team, the team that makes sense. You have to be a total head case to bet Auburn. If you don't like Memphis, my advice, go bet college basketball, go bet another bowl game. Don't bet Auburn. They're just not worth it to me.
Okay.
I waited all year for them to springboard, and they didn't. So do not put your money on this team.
Memphis plus 3 it is. Jeff from BMOCmoves.com. Thanks so much for another great analysis on a bowl game. Tell us what you do at BMOCmoves.com.
A lot of stuff going on over at bmocmoves.com. We love college sports. Got a lot of big bowl games coming up. I gave a couple out here on the videos here. I'm looking forward to cashing all bowl season. College basketball's been great as well. We actually hit a ball. My first college basketball game today. Bowling Green minus
Mm.
plus the 4.5. They win the game outright. So we're concentrating on lower tier college basketball, but that's where the money's made. Come join me over at bmocmoves.com. I'm going to win for you. If you don't, I'll give you your money back. That's how sure I am I'll win for you. So come over. I'll give you the money back if we don't win.
Sounds great, Jeff. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Peter.